The powers enumerated in the Constitution. And that's it. James Madison said if we construe the General Welfare Clause to mean that Congress can do anything, then the whole purpose of writing the Constitution doesn't make any sense. And James Madison wrote the Constitution, so he ought to know. The powers vested in the federal government are written there. They're enumerated. And Amendment 10 to the Constitution says the power is not given to the federal government or left to the states and or the people. It really is that simple.
Thomas Jefferson also talked about this, and there's a lot of misconception about, well, for a constitutional scholar, our president is a failure. I don't know what kind of constitution he reads, but I know the one I have, and it's not the same one he reads. But I agree, this is talking about the states, the powers of the states. States have powers. And with this healthcare thing in particular, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't know if the Supreme Court is going to overturn this or not. I kind of doubt it. You have what, 4 justices who are probably going to be on our side. You have 4 that are definitely not. Then you have 1 depending on how he feels when he wakes up in the morning. We just don't know. I'm tired of Supreme Court legislating from the bench, though, I can tell you that. This is a state's power. The states ought to be making these decisions, not the federal government.
If you aren't running as a typical Republican, how do you plan to withstand the Washington pressure to follow your Republican leadership if you are uncomfortable with your direction?
You know, yeah, it's a camouflage. I read a lot of online articles lambasting the Republican Party. There are people that are angry with the Republicans. Well, you Republicans did this and you Republicans did that. Well, don't dare paint us all with the same brush, because we are not all made from the same cloth. Some of us have spines. Some of us actually believe in Republican principles, and we live those principles. So don't label us all as spineless Republicans. Now, having said that, I don't answer to any man or party. If I think the Republican Party is wrong, and I hope they act in a better fashion than they have, I have no problem telling them to stick it. I don't answer to them. The voters in this district is who I answer to. That's how I will conduct myself. Maybe that's going to cost me friends in Washington, but I really don't care. I'm not going to make friends. I'm going because I'm upset.